Good evening, everyone. Um, well, I will do the update a bit earlier. I wanted to do it in the morning, yeah, tomorrow morning. I was out of the market. I didn't trade this. I actually took a short, to be honest. It was here, and I got stopped at break even. Um, Well, this is a squeeze of epic proportions. So, from a technical point of view, let's start um, with the Japanese yen. I will show you why. Look, this this is the 1998 high, I think. Yeah, 1998 high. You see where it stopped? Right here. So let's take a look at the data. So CPI came in higher than expected. Paul, you told me about like a labor slowdown. Well, this is not a huge number. That's not a huge miss, to be honest. And if you recall from last Friday, the unemployment ticked lower. So is this was this already priced in? That's my that's my question, man. Like, I think this was already priced in. So it all started here because this was the first to kind of react. We said here that we will take a short, probably near term. Um, this will gonna pause for a bit and then continue higher. Probably, I don't know. But let's look at the minute chart and let's see what happened at the same time, right? So we hit the high here. This looks like an intervention from the Ministry of Finance. I see people that are saying this was not an intervention. They could be right. This could have been probably sell orders. So what we see here is that the dollar is very, very exhausted, right? So this happened according to the chart 1322, right? So let's see here 1322. So you see here, not much happened. So if you look across the board, nothing happened. So the Japanese yen set the tone for everything, right? If you look at the DXY, let's take a look at the hourly chart. There was something that I saw very, very interesting, and is this pattern here. So I actually spotted this, and I said like, no way, I think it's gonna take this high. I was actually wrong, and we did turn here. Um, we look at yields. This one reached 4.5%, which was the desired terminal rate end rate for the Feds, right? So if we look at the monthly chart, well, we kind of are like at some major resistance, right? So this is where it kind of started to go down. Uh, if like if you look at the monthly chart, it had only two uh two bad months, right? But instead it rallied from here, from August 2021 all the way here. So we already talked about this RSI being so overbought, right? Because on the 10-year yield, like, this is a very, very high point, right? So, oh, I see they've added some data. Nice. Because we had data up until here, I think. So that's very nice to see. So it can go higher, right? I just saw that Pat is talking about midterms. Yeah, it's not such a big event, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. What matters right now. It's like we've reached some very very big points in the market, right? So I think the dollar is overextended. But let's take a look at another thing that's happening in the market. It's exactly the British pound, guys. Today, today the British pound rallied very hard. One of the main reason is that the budget spending proposed by Liz Truss, they've made a turn right on their decision. So basically, and also Bank of England came out and said, you know what, we're gonna support buying guilds, right? So let's see, what do we have here? So you see, they've made a turn. Like, I haven't looked at guilds, to be honest. This is the first time looking at them. But look where we are in terms of. I don't know if I can find alone, but look where we are. It's super oversold, and it has to do some, like, they have to do something, right? They cannot let it uh, continue dropping like this. So wow. Okay. So you see where it stopped, guys. When you don't have anything in sight, you use a Fibonacci extension tool, right? So look where we stopped, exactly on the extension. So all in all, this is a big squeeze. Um, I think all the moves were very hyperextended. Um, like there were literally no more buyers for the dollar left, so no one was buying the dollar. They said, okay, you know what, we're done. I mean, I think, I don't want to say this. I don't want to be too hopeful, but there is a high chance that the bear market is over. Um, that's a very high chance. We said in the last update, look, I kept this drawing, right? We said we're gonna flush here, and that's what we did, and we turned exactly from this. I said that we will probably do something like this, but we just straight up go right. So if this was the low, then this was the low also. um I don't this one I got stopped, by the way. So um that's why I stopped trading today. I'm gonna wait for a pullback to see if something if it's happening, if there is a small pullback that will give me some sort of indication that this is definitely the low. Guys, I'm gonna really go long on everything. This one here, if I'm right, once this high is taken here, this one here, where is the one with the channel? I always, this one, right? As I said, this high taken, break out of the channel, and I'm bullish as fuck, right? So, but to be honest, this looks like a bottom. Um, Basically, everything is priced in for the Feds. Now is the time for ECB to step up their game, right? Because they want to go harder on hikes. Like inflation in Germany is at 10%. Paddy, I hope you're well and beer is not too expensive now. But yeah, break out of this channel and we're bullish as fuck, guys. The XY, I said we can go all the way to 120. We didn't. Um, but I do think we kind of reached the midpoint. Let me check the monthly. Bu- 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 bu. We're not close to the midpoint, but still, um, it's very, very, very overbought and overextended. Um, we kind of said this: if it makes another high, then it's gonna take this high and come down. It didn't, so for now, that's it. We kind of broke multiple supports. We swept this high here, this one here, right? We swept it very, very, very straightforward. So now all we have to do is take this low here and this one. So yeah, let's see where the market takes us. We just so you let me put a couple of things. Let me write them down so you can maybe and understand a bit better, right? So we had yields at 4.5, which was the max, right? That was the Fed, which was the Fed target. Japanese yen at 1998 high, straight down from there. Like, where could it go, man? It's the same as Bank of England when we talked about in that update that they will intervene. I don't know if they intervene now. Um, um, of bonds. So this is this all together. They make a story where the dollar is kind of like done. Um, Now, is the bear market over? Probably. Is it another bear market rally? Probably. So right now, I mean, I'm kind of neutral, but um, to be honest, like near term at least, my charts are pointing to something that's at least a correction near term, right? If you look at euro dollar, it had like all these bad months. It hasn't seen any green month except in May. That was the only one, and here in December. But since the beginning of the year, it's just been in a downtrend. I reclaim this trend line here, this monthly trend line, and we kind of have some sort of deviation here on the monthly chart. So let's see. But as in terms of fundamentals, um, this is what I think. Um, just so you know, I can be wrong, right? I can be wrong, but everything it's I said many times all these moves look hyperextended and what did I do? I got bearish right at the bottom. That's a classic mistake. It happens. It's okay. I shorted this breakout. I thought we're gonna take the low here and then push higher, but well, it didn't happen the way I thought it will. So is this gonna go up? Yeah, for now. If we turn tomorrow, then it's gonna be very, very interesting, right? But for now, just be patient, right? So we see tomorrow where the market takes us. And if the market points us higher, but it certainly does, I mean, the rejection here is very, very obvious. Very, very obvious. Um, I think that could be the low. We might consolidate here for a while, in this area before the next leg higher. So I hope this explains. Well, sort of. I hope this explains um, what's happening, why this squeeze happened, and late bottom shorters got really really fucked here. So beautiful, look, very nice reclaim. If we go back into this trend line and we hold, then it's definitely a long. Um, I would say to be very, very careful during these times. I mean, this is still a range. We haven't done anything. We haven't broken out of the range. We're still in this cursed range. So if we're gonna do something, um, let's hope for the best, right? Um, yeah, I keep that's my thoughts actually. There are many theories out there. I'm not gonna deny anyone's theory, but I think what we're seeing today is because of this. I think this was the trigger. Because if you look at the minute chart, this is where it all started. This is where it all started. If you look at other assets, you can see that uh, nothing happened, and then they broke out. So was this the lead? Yes, of course. Let's take a look at the yields. 22. So also here, let's put a 5 minute chart maybe. It will show better. So look at this, it popped right into 4.5, exactly there. And as soon as it started to go down on the minute chart, that's when the Japanese yen started to roll over also. So I think that was the trigger for everything in the market for this big squeeze. If it's just a squeeze, it's it's a big, very, very, very big squeeze and very interesting. Um, but as I said, take care. Use very, very low risk. Do not do anything crazy. This was also a very good sign here. This formation here. I don't know. I didn't spot it to be honest. I didn't look at the XY. It's okay. But now we go down. So for now, have a great evening. If there are any other questions, please feel free to ask me in the group and I'll gladly answer them. Um, in terms of crypto, yeah, that's where we go. Okay, so see you guys. Have a great evening.